I just finished watching My Love Story with Yamada-kun, and I just finished watching this one, and it's a good watch, you know. I really liked it. So if you like romance, slice of life, and you haven't watched My Love Story with Yamada-kun at level 999, I think that's what it's called, long ass name, I suggest you check it out because I actually liked it and I, recommend it. Anyways, this is gonna be like a quick little discussion, not discussion, but like more like it's just my little theory what's gonna happen next after this week's break, because we're gonna start a new chapter next week. So I just want to put it out there and be like, oh hey, I was kind of close, or hey, I was wrong, or I was completely off, So they mentioned that Bonnie's 5, 7 years ago, so she's 12 now. People are gonna tend to think that she's a clone, kind of like Stussy, however how you say her name. I don't think that's the case, because I feel like Kuma's gonna find a way to get a cure for his daughter. Kind of how Corazon went on his adventure to find a cure for the lead disease that Law had. I feel like this is where we're going with this, because I don't think she's gonna die and Kuma's just gonna allow this to happen. Now, I do see like 3 different scenarios. One, maybe she does, pass away and Kuma's heartbroken, so now that he's in, a warlord or a pirate or something, he talks to Vegapunk and then they get a deal, whatever, and then they clone Bonney. And then she finds out the truth. That's why maybe they didn't want her to see the truth. Now, second theory that I have is she never died. Kuma went, and how he mentioned to Dragon, like, hey, I gotta be with Bonney. I'm leaving the Revolutionary Army for now. Like, this is more important to me. I don't want to have any regrets. And Dragon was like, okay, cool. I'll send the best doctors over, contacts, blah, 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 blah. Okay, we got that. I feel like the way the chapter ended with King Bakori attacking again, this is where he gets his title of Tyrant. Maybe he just goes completely berserk and he starts, like, fucking him up. And then the Marines come, and then, maybe something happens, and he's like, oh, shit, I gotta become a pirate now. He becomes a pirate. He's too strong. They can't stop him. He's protecting Bonney. He's on the sea, maybe looking for, like, a way to cure her. And then they say, hey, instead of you running away, how about you come work for us as a warlord? And maybe he's like, how about we crack a deal? You cure my daughter, or you find a cure for her, and I'll work for you. Something like that. I could see something like that happening. Maybe, at some point they're like, hey, we know this guy, his name is Vegapunk, and Dragon also mentions that maybe once, like, hey, there's this guy and he's really smart, but he don't want to work for us, maybe something like that. And then he goes, talks to Vegapunk, because they did mention, remember, at the beginning of the Egghead arc, Bonney was there, or Bonney said she had been there before, or something like that. She was mentioning that to Luffy. So maybe they went there already, and then that's where she got cured back in the day. Maybe that's the case. I don't really know. This is just my theory. And then the third option is maybe, he was going crazy, berserk on, King Bakori and his like henchmen or whatever. And then Marines came. They maybe like arrested Kuma, but he was too strong and he got away from them. Came back and took Bonney with him. Maybe he couldn't take Bonney, because of the whole disease, so she can't really step outside. Maybe he put like a blanket over her or something. I don't know. I just feel like at some point, I feel like he's gonna talk. They're gonna show us the conversation where he talks to Vegapunk and he says, "Hey, make me your guinea pig, but please find a cure for my daughter," or something, along those lines. I just feel like it's something like that. I just can't put my head around it, but you know what I'm trying to say? Like, I feel like it's close. We're getting close to what actually happened to Kuma, because this is the flashback we know with Kuma. So I feel like we have to find out what actually happened in the memory bubble that Bonney was in that made her cry so much. Anyways, I think that's the video, because I just wanted to say that and get it out there so I could, make sure that I have my theory there placed and set, and then be like, oh, see, that did happen, or, oh, man, I was wrong. So, yeah, I just wanted to make this quick little video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you stay tuned, because there is a chapter this upcoming week. And then after this chapter, it's 1099, and then we're on to 1100. Oh my god, we're about to hit 1111. That is so cool. Oda, big round of applause for Oda for keeping this up for like 27 years. And just coming up with more and more and more. Like, you gotta give it to the man. He's awesome. But yeah, I think that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think, if you have any theories on, you know, what's going to happen next, because I feel like something like this is plausible, but at the same time, maybe I'm totally wrong. Maybe they don't even like show us him, you know, going and telling Vegapunk, hey, cure my daughter. Maybe we just see him talking to someone and then boom, Bonnie's cured. Or maybe Bonnie cures her health. Maybe like she gets like an immunity or something, and then later she gets that piercing. Or maybe, you know, Vegapunk says like, hey Bonnie, I got this piercing for you, and maybe she still has the disease, but that piercing on her left cheek where the stones are at is probably like negating the effects. I don't know. Knowing Oda, it could be something like that. Something like a little tricky, and then be like, oh, that's why she has that piercing. You know, it could be something like that. I don't know. It's just there's so many things you could come off with this and come up with, because Oda's so creative and he can literally think of anything. I mean, I used to think her name was Jewelry and then Bonney, right? Jewelry Bonney, the glutton. And then Kuma says, hey, you're Jewelry. And it's like, oh shit, I didn't think about that. Like, because of the sapphire scale, I didn't think about that in the moment until he said, like, hey, I love your jewels. And it's like, oh, Jewelry Bonnie. That's where that comes from. So I really want to know your guys' thoughts on this. Let me know what you think. Hopefully I get this uploaded by today. Today is the 17th, so it's a Friday. It's a Friday afternoon. It's currently 1:12, and as you can see, my room is dark because it's really cloudy outside. I love this weather, so I'm not complaining. But I hope I get it up today. If not, I'll put it up tomorrow, which is a Saturday, but you guys won't know that because you'll see it when you see it. But my plan is to upload it before the next chapter, so even if it's like a day before that, it doesn't matter. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next week or in a couple days with the next chapter review or discussion or reaction or whatever. Anyways, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. It's so dark in here, bro. What the heck? Christmas lights. What the heck? I should put up some Christmas lights for the next video.